How we doing today, everybody? So we are going to be going over tips for average players trying to get better at Fortnite. Not for the Tifus, not for the ninjas, Nick Mercs. I could go on and on about all these great players. This is for average players trying to get better at Fortnite. A little bit of tips, a couple drills in there. Just basically what you need to practice on. So first off, I would like to go over some tips and tricks. I mean, first of all, I'm not the best player, but I feel like I have a couple tips to offer. I get some questions in there about what can I do to get a little bit better, you know, what can I practice, what can I do. I mean, you know, there's the basic, hey, let's shoot, you know, build, get better at building, but when do you use that stuff? So I thought I would go over some stuff like that. Wife actually bought me this shirt, so not bad. So I figured I'd rock it on the stream, and I would pull the bunny character as well when doing some tips. So without any ado, let's get into this video. So first of all, we're going to start with the ramp. Throw back piece. Everybody knows how to do that. L2 and R2. We're going to throw up another one, and then we're going to throw up a back piece here. We're going to throw a back piece up here, here, ramp, flat ramp. So ramp, wall, flat, ramp. So you see how I'm always on the left side, staying up here? That's so you always have the right angle. So when you actually throw this up, you are actually going to float above it. See that? I can just run. I don't even need to jump if I don't want to. Right? We can just block this out. And that's what you might have to do to get good at it. You just block it out. Okay. So those are basic 90s. So say you ramp up somebody and he is right there. You have height advantage. Okay? But if you were down here, you do not have height advantage at all. So they have height advantage on you, and you're going to peek up, they're going to shotgun you right here. So you want to be quick and throw it like that, okay? Now you have height advantage because they were going to shotgun you. That's when 90s are super convenient. If you know somebody's beat you, and you're underneath them, you know, a lot of people, hey, let's do this, do that. I mean, you can throw up 90s right here if you want. Right? You can throw it out of the way. There's a couple different things you can do. I'll show you around there. Okay. You can throw up a wall. You can jump, place a flat, and get height advantage this way. You gotta be quick at that. Okay. You can do your 90s. You know, some people say just try to go at them. You know, and that's definitely a case. But if you get hit with the ramp, then what? You're stuck down here, you know? A lot of people try to build right out. And hey, that works too. But all these require you being pretty fast, pretty good at the game. So I say before you even get up to that point to get beat, you make something happen. You know, you can go to the side. That's probably what I recommend for users, but once you get here, you have to flip around. Let's take this thing up a notch, okay, boys? Alright. Here's what we're going to do. We're going to come here. See how it won't build on this side, okay? You have to go bang, bang. You have to be level with it, otherwise it doesn't work. You get built over. You're going to go up and around, and then he's going to shoot you, so you're going to have to throw it down and then up. Prepare to build, though. He will keep on building. Okay? So let's talk about when you're even, okay? you're even with someone, okay? You want to throw up a wall, just instinct. Throw up a ramp, okay? But you want to stay high, so you want to place a flat and a ramp, okay? When I do this, keep staying above them, so you can always look down. If they start building up, doing some 90s, you go right up with them. See how fast that is? See that? You stay up high, and it's quick, it's easy, it's fast. Let's go over that one more time. Okay, flip a wall ramp. Okay. And you always want to stay on the high part, so it's low. Okay. So I actually changed my bind to right on the D-pad. I didn't like the circle. I thought you had to pull out your builds and then hold circle. It just took way too long. This, you can actually have your gun out. So with your gun out, you can have your shotgun out, right? You just hit right on the D-pad. Edit your circle, confirm with circle, your gun's right back out, ready to fire. So I would actually just go over some drills right here. There's some playgrounds. You throw up a wall, and then you can just edit. Get ready to fire, and then just reset it. Edit. Reset it. You know, just go over some basic ones. You know, I would just practice a lot of this. That's how I got good. I just sat in playgrounds and just did a bunch of, you know, whatever you want to do. Whatever you want to do, you can just reset it. I would just go over these though, and till you get good at them. That is a side piece wall, reset. And then you have your door. You can actually do your door on any side you want, actually. Window pieces can go in the top three. The doorway. I'm sure you guys already know this. And the side piece. You can go for it if you want. But it is easy if you get, you know, if you're in here boxed in, the dude's right above you. You can edit out, fire. Right? You can fire at him if he's standing there. And this is especially useful for controller. So I don't have to pull out my builds, hold circle. Right, when you edit it, your weapon, this is out. You'd have to switch back and then fire with this. You just fast, quick, easy. Reset it in. But if he's on top of you, you want to edit out. You just go to the top ones, get out of here, build up, get height advantage again. Okay. But this way you're not sitting in your turtle and waiting for him to break down the wall. So you need to practice your editing skills. It took me a long time to figure it out, but I just bit the bullet and did it because it needs to happen. Otherwise you're just a sitting turtle in here. And then you're going to what? Break out the wall? How long does it take? 2, 3, 4. Takes forever. Or if you just want to get out, you get out right now. Do what you need to do. Okay? There's nothing worse than being in this spot when you get outbuilt, you don't know where to go. You can get out easy if you want, a little coverage. But changing edit to the right on the D-pad was probably the best thing I've done in a long time. See, you can literally edit all these super fast. Alright, next thing I want to go over. So, a lot of times you want to peek over the top to shoot people and you're super exposed. So I want to get into a little bit about positioning. Up here, the whole damn world can find out where I am. They can see me, shoot me, whatever they need to do. You want to find position. You're always got to be conscious of your surroundings. So if other people are on your left, your right, you need to know where they're at. If he's over here on the left, you hear gunshots. You might not know exactly where he is, but you know that this guy's right here by this RV. You don't want to come up here, shoot, standing up. You want to be down here. You can fire just as easy. Get your shots in. See, it even tells you a little X right here. Little X is right there where everything needs to be. So, but you are covered by everybody here, maybe not on top of umbrella, but everybody else. Okay? So we are right here. You're covered on your left. You can fire, do what you need to do. Nobody can tag you up here. If you're up here, you're going to get tagged by the world. You're exposed by everybody. So anytime you want to take down here, even if you're on the ground, you know, you have a ramp up here. I don't always rush up my ramps to take shots. You're always right here. A lot of time I ramp just so I can sit beside it. It's covered on the top and the bottom, and I can just peek pop on the right. Over here, peek pop on the right. I'm always covered on the left. So you can always be right side peeking. I don't really like to go over the top much, unless I know that I'm way behind the pack and then I'm third party and deep, you know, somewhere up there. Then I don't mind shooting up on the ramp. But if I'm anywhere close in the battle at all, a lot of times I throw up a ramp just to come down here. That way I can battle you. You know, all these buildings, all these peeking, everybody's always ready to fight. So another thing I wanted to go over real quick is when you are fighting with people, you're busting down doors. If somebody comes out and surprises you, you know, I get in a bad habit sometimes myself, but one good thing is that I think is a necessity is when you see him, you don't just want to fire, you know, bad habit, especially if you're not that accurate. If you take the time to aim, shot, you might take a little bit of damage, but at least you can hit your headshots and he will go down. Maybe you took 50 health, maybe you took 75 health, but if you have 150, you still have another 75 more, and most of the time you still have healings. But if you shoot him in the back at the same time as him, he tags you, you don't get that headshot in, all of a sudden it's an even game, 50-50. You gotta bust out your SMG and you guys are gonna battle 50-50. Now you're down to 25 health, maybe 10, maybe 5, I don't know. Maybe even die. But I'm telling you right now, if you're around the corner and he's right here, you wanna aim up high, and you just don't wanna come around the corner and throw something crazy. You want to peek around, line up your shot, maybe he's moving, flash, headshot, goes down, maybe you took a little bit of his brunt. One thing I do need to get a lot better at in firing, and a lot of people that I know do this, I do it sometimes. So if you're firing, he's in here, you fire, you throw up a ramp to block any counter shot that he has. You can get up high, you can do whatever you want, but you need to throw up something. I'm not saying get up here, you know, and shoot real quick, you know what I mean? I'm not saying you have to get crazy wild with it, you know, go up your ramp. You don't need to get anything crazy like that until you're a lot better. I'm not even the greatest at it. I just do it down as an example. So I'm just saying, if you're in the wide open, you got zero coverage, you're out here running along, running across the street, he's right side peek popping. Yeah, you see him, yeah. Go up a ramp every time. Then you have some coverage, and you can move from there. But until then, you're just a sitting duck out here. Otherwise, you're just going to get a 50-50 shot to get at him. Taking a lot of damage. But if you throw up a ramp, you can get high advantage. You can get better positioning if you want. You can go try to surprise him, see what he's going to do. You can go around the back. Anything you need to do, get better position so you can right side peek, have some coverage. Alright, so those are my tips to get a little bit better at Fortnite. I hope you enjoyed everything. Hope you learned a little bit. If you liked the video, like, subscribe, do whatever you want to do. I'll catch you guys around.